This podcast is for support and inspiration only. It is not medical advice. Always talk to your doctor or care team about what's right for you.
I lost the weight, but the fear, it's still heavy. One weekend of sweets and skipped workouts had me spiraling. I thought maintenance would be easy. Nobody told me it'd feel harder than losing it. Listen to the full episode of Feel Your Journey on Bariatric Paths. If you're having a hard time right now, if you're tired, frustrated, afraid of regain, or just mentally done, this is for you. I want to speak to the part of you that's doing the best it can, but still feels like it's not enough. I see you. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not falling behind. You're walking through a season that's challenging you to grow. This is not failure. This is refinement. I know it's heavy. I know you wish it was easier. But you've already done the hardest thing. You started. You changed your life. Now it's about protecting that change. Not for anyone else. Not for the before and after pictures, although those look cute. You gotta love the cute transitions. Not for the praise, because eventually people will get used to you and you'll stop getting the compliments. But for you, the version of you wanted more than anything in this world. For you, who deserves peace. So keep going. Not fast, not flawlessly, just forward. You've got this. And if you need a reminder, just replay this episode again. And again and again and again. I can use the views. I'm just joking. No, for real. If you need it, it's always here for you. Because you are not alone. Welcome to today's Feel Your Journey episode, where we set the tone with a little motivation and a whole lot of heart. Let me just say it. I ate sweets on Memorial Day weekend. I'm talking about cupcakes, gummies, ice cream, the works. My knees were hurting from the rain, so I didn't work out and I fell off. A whole weekend of just enjoying myself, really. Then I looked in the mirror and saw something I had never noticed before. Bloating. My stomach looked round, and I'm not used to that. I panicked. I said, okay, Toya, let's tighten up. Can't let this get out of hand. That voice in my head was loud. You did all this work. Don't blow it. Fix it now. And just like that, I'm spiraling. Worried that one weekend might be the beginning of going backwards. That's anxiety that comes with maintaining weight loss. And honestly, that anxiety is heavier than losing weight ever was. Before my surgery, I thought once I lost the weight, I'd be good. Smaller body, tiny stomach, just keep doing what I was doing. Easy, right? But then I hit my 1-year check-in, and my doctor said, now the hard part starts. Your appetite's coming back. Your pouch might not dump like it used to. Now it's all about willpower. And almost immediately, I felt it. Hunger started creeping back in. I could eat more. Suddenly, I wasn't following the rules because my body had to. I had to choose to do it because I knew that's what I needed. And some days, I don't want to choose right. I want the easy food. I want to just enjoy going out without dissecting every bite. That's when I had to shift my mindset. Following the plan wasn't about what my stomach could or couldn't handle. It was about whether to keep going on this path, to keep being the new Toya. At 18 months post-op, people still look at me in shock. You look amazing. Oh my gosh, you're unrecognizable. You're like a whole new person. It used to feel great. Now, it feels like pressure. When you become the success story, you start feeling like you have to act the part, eat perfect, smile bright, and never let folks see you slip. So I perform. Tiny bites, sipping slow, picking the right food. And most of the time, I just don't eat at all when I'm out. Not because I don't know what to do, but because I don't want an audience. But the pressure doesn't just come from other people. It comes from me, especially around the sweets. That sweet tooth has never left. 178 pounds later, I still want sugar. And when I give in, cupcakes, candy, ice cream, that voice in my head turns and says, Toya, we did all this work now. Fix it now. I'm not scared of the cupcake. I'm just scared of losing control, of falling back into old habits without even noticing. I'm scared that while people are still complimenting me, the pounds will start to creep back, and no one will know but me. I've worked so hard, and now I'm scared to trust myself. You know what messes with me the most? The moment when I feel off track and suddenly my brain says, you might as well start over Monday. You messed up. Might as well enjoy it now and fix it later. I hate that voice because before surgery, that voice led me down dark roads. I'll start Monday, turned into 5 months of chaos. Now I try to catch it. I remind myself I don't need to start over. I just need to start again. Right now. Not tomorrow, not Monday, not after the next event. Right now. Even if it's just drinking some water, even if it's just not finishing the candy, I remind myself progress doesn't mean perfection. It means redirecting without shame. Let's talk about motivation, or more like when it disappears. Because in the beginning, it feels easy to be motivated. It really is easy. You see the changes, your clothes fit different, compliments roll in, the pounds are dropping easily. You feel unstoppable. But maintenance, it's quiet. It's slower. Sometimes it's boring. The scale isn't moving, but your brain still wants something to chase. That's where I had to catch myself. What am I doing this for? Is it really that serious if I skip today? I already look good enough, right? And that's dangerous because when motivation fades, the habits have to carry you. So I have to rebuild my why for this stage. Before, my why was, I don't want to die early. I want to be here for my kids. I want to be the active mom that they deserve. Now, my why is, I want to live well. I want to have a healthy lifestyle. I want to be able to enjoy life. I want to move without pain. I want to play with my kids without getting winded. I want to enjoy food without it owning me. I want peace, no pressure. So when motivation disappears, I don't wait for it to come back. I lean into my reason. That is what pulls me through.
If this is hitting home, go ahead and follow the show. And if you haven't already, join the Facebook group Bariatric Paths, Your Journey, Your Tribe. You can also sign up for the email list at bariatricpaths.com for updates and event info.
Can we talk about something people don't say enough? You don't just lose weight. You lose versions of yourself. And when that version is gone, there's grief that shows up. Sometimes I miss the old me, not the body, but the comfort. I miss the moments where food felt like peace. I miss how I could eat something and not analyze it in my head for the next 2 hours. I miss not having to be aware all of the time. Maintenance means I have to think. I have to plan. I have to say no when I really want to say yes. It's not that I regret the surgery, because I don't. But there's this quiet, private grief in losing how I used to cope. And I think it's okay to say that out loud. This is hard. This is exhausting. But this is me. And I'm okay with that. When the fear creeps in, like really creep in, I have to remind myself that I've done too much work to let a bad moment define my journey. I usually start by sitting with it, letting myself feel whatever it is: frustration, guilt, fear. Then I go to a picture of me before surgery. Not to shame myself, but just to ground myself. Like, girl, look how far you've come. That visual reminder, it quiets the panic. From there, I talk to myself like I would have talked to a friend. You're not failing, girl. You had a weekend. You're human. Because if I don't say it out loud, the critic in my head just gets louder and louder. I'll take some quiet time. Sometimes I color, listen to music, and I just let my nervous system calm down so I can think clearly. And I don't jump into crash plan. I ask myself, what can I do today to feel more in control again? Maybe I drink more water. Maybe I prep a better dinner. But it's small. It's realistic. It's me getting back into alignment, not punishing myself. I have to remind myself it's okay to eat fries. It's okay to miss a workout. It's okay to rest. Missing a workout doesn't mean I'm off track. Eating something sweet doesn't ease the thousands of other healthy decisions I've made. I've had to say that out loud. I have to believe it, because that's what keeps me from spiraling. To remind myself, I'm not just trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be consistent. And part of that consistency is coming back every single time after every single cupcake. Gosh, I love sweets. It's ridiculous. So yeah, this part of the journey, it's real. It's messy. And it's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. One of the hardest feelings to shake, the fear that I'll undo everything. Even though I'm not the same person I was before, there's a small part of me that still wonders, what if I wake up one day and it's all back? Like all hell has broken loose. But what if? The truth is, I've made peace with that fear being part of the process. It's not going to go away. It's going to creep in. Hopefully not every day and hopefully not every hour, but it's there. And it's not because I expect to fail, but because I know how easy it is to drift when you're not paying attention. I've lost 80 pounds before my surgery and slowly gained it back and more. Didn't even realize it until it was already there. So I've experienced the slow regain that just comes out of nowhere and scares the hell out of you. And I don't want that this time. I went through a surgery. I lost all this weight. I can't go back. And honestly, I'm not going to. So now I'm going to use that fear. I'm going to use that fear as a reminder. When I feel it, I'm going to ask myself, what choice can I make today that brings me peace? What action helps me trust myself again? It's not about being perfect. It's about staying connected to why I change. That fear is not the enemy. It's proof that I care. It's proof that I'm still paying attention. It's proof that that weight is not going to come back. Not without a fight. Another hard truth I've learned, what worked for you during weight loss might not work for you during maintenance. And that's okay. I used to beat myself up when I couldn't do 5 workouts a week like I did in month 4. Or when I didn't track every meal like I used to. But life looks different now. And your body does too. You're not in survival mode anymore. You're in build mode. You're learning how to live in this new body. And sometimes that means adjusting your expectations. I had to tell myself, you're not slacking. You're evolving. Maintenance isn't about grinding. It's about sustaining. It's about finding what works now and not forcing what worked before. So give yourself permission to do this differently. You haven't failed. You've just outgrown your old strategy. Take the time to find your new strategy. Take the time to figure out what works for you now. Is it building more muscle? Is it doing more walks, less cardio? Whatever it is, do you, boo. This isn't just the next phase. It's the rest of your life. And that's a powerful thing because it means you have time. You get to grow. You get to learn. And you don't have to get it all perfect today. And that's such a relief because I can't be perfect anymore. I just have to be me. That's something that I'm working on every day. And it's okay if that's something you're working on every day too. We're in this. We've got this. Let's be real. Just because the scale changed doesn't mean my body image magically healed. Even now at a smaller size, I catch myself picking my body apart. I see loose skin, stretch marks, areas I thought would be fixed by now. And the truth is, I thought I loved my body more. But I'm realizing something. My relationship with my body never came from the weight. It came from how I spoke to it, how I respected it, how I saw it. Now, I'm leaning to celebrate what it can do instead of how it looks. I can move easier. I can breathe better. I can walk upstairs without feeling like I'm going to pass out. That's the win. I still have bad body days. I still struggle, but now I ask myself, would I talk to a friend this way? If not, then why talk to me like that? That's what makes the maintenance journey so difficult, because now it's more about encouraging to keep going, to not stop, to be okay with just being the same that you were last week, 2 weeks ago, because you're not looking for a drastic change. You're just looking to be healthy. Sometimes that's difficult when that role you thought would be gone at your goal weight, it's still there. You've lost all of the weight and you still see that role and you want the role gone. Get rid of that role and it's still there. So it's hard to feel like, am I done? Am I really maintenance when I still look like this? You have to just let it go, baby girl. You're here. You're winning. It's okay. If you're listening to this and you're feeling overwhelmed, like maybe this journey is too hard, or you're slipping, or you're scared you'll never figure it out, I want you to pause and talk to you for a second. Take a deep breath. You're not crazy. You're not broken. You're not doing it wrong. You're just in it. You're in the thick of real lifelong change. And that's supposed to feel heavy sometimes. But you don't have to carry this weight alone. That's why we have this space. That's why I share these episodes. So you never have to wonder if you're the only one. Because you're not, friend. You're not. You're going to have days where you question everything. You're going to have weekends that throw you off. And guess what? You're still on the journey. Because there is no finish line. There's no one and done. This is a lifelong adventure. Some seasons you'll coast. Some seasons you'll crawl. But you're still moving. Every choice doesn't have to be perfect, but every choice is a chance to recommit. I'll be honest, I don't always feel strong, but I am committed. And if you're listening to this right now, I know you are too. Take the time to fuel your mind, fuel your body, fuel your journey. Because you are worthy of every step. Remember, your path is yours, and you are not alone. Go out there and crush it. If this episode hit home for you, I want to hear from you. Leave in the comments or DM me one food that still gives you anxiety. Come join our Facebook group, Bariatric Paths, Your Journey, Your Tribe, and tell us how you handle the hard parts. To sign up for the newsletter, I'm sharing more about how I'm managing maintenance without burning out or losing myself in perfection. Because this isn't just weight loss. This is life. Bye.
Before you go, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button and share this with someone walking their own path. Join the Facebook group, Bariatric Paths, Your Journey, Your Tribe, and sign up at bariatricpaths.com to get all the details on upcoming events, support, and more. We're in this together. Go out there and crush it. This podcast is for support and inspiration only. It is not medical advice. Always talk to your doctor or care team about what's right for you.